Welcome to all. In this video we will see about transgenic approaches for herbicide tolerant crops. Transgenic crops are developed to provide biotic stress tolerance such as weeds, insects and pathogens, and abiotic stress tolerance, salt, drought, cold, etc. and for improvement of nutritional quality and shelf life, iron, zinc and vitamin fortification, and improving the shelf life of the fruits such as perishable items. Now coming to transgenic plant for biotic stress management. The biotic stress is the stress that occurs as a result of damage done to plants by other living organisms such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, parasites and harmful insects. Transgenic approach is an effective way to incorporate biotic resistance in crops. For example, herbicide tolerant crops, insect resistant crops and disease or virus and bacterial and fungal pathogen resistant approaches. So the transgenic technology involves isolation of a specific gene of interest that confer solution to the biotic stress. Then if we isolate the gene from lower organisms such as prokaryotes, we have to perform codon optimization, changing the AT-rich prokaryotic codon sequence into GC-rich codons of coding for same amino acid is called codon optimization. This will improve the expression in eukaryote system plants. Once we optimized, we transform either using direct or indirect gene transfer method into a Kali or X plant, and we have to regenerate the whole plant, confirming the presence of our gene of interest inside it. Then the protein expression is confirmed and transgenic plants with desirable traits or products are kept in transgenic greenhouses for approval. Transgenic herbicide tolerant crops. The conventional weed control have several disadvantages such as tillage causes erosion of topsoils, hand weeding is a labor intensive, and herbicides cause the groundwater contaminations, and the combination of these techniques involve high cost and harm to the environment. So considering all these facts, the transgenic approach was applied to develop herbicide tolerant plants. This may act as a vital tool in fighting the weeds, and it is compatible with no-till methods, and it gives farmers the flexibility to apply herbicides only in the necessary time. So the approaches used in herbicide tolerance. The herbicides target key enzymes in the plant metabolic pathways to kill them. Genetic engineering approaches made and the GM plants developed to neutralize or compensate the herbicide effect in plants. Translocating herbicides glyphosate and glufosinate are widely used for total weed control and have minimum direct impact on the animal life and are not persistent. In addition to kill the weeds, glyphosate and glufosinate are equally effective against the crop plants. So GM strategies applied to protect the crop plants against these herbicides. So glyphosate is a chemical that target the EPSPS, stands for 5-enol pyruvyl shikimic acid 3-phosphate synthase, a key enzyme involved in the biosynthesis of aromatic amino acids, vitamins and many secondary metabolites. So this is the shikimic acid pathway. From shikimate, the enzyme shikimate kinase involved and shikimate 3-phosphate is produced. Then the enzyme EPSPS, enol pyruvate synthase, helps to convert shikimate 3-phosphate into enol pyruvate shikimate phosphate or EPSP. From there, another product corismate will come by function of additional enzyme. From the corismate, different aromatic amino acids such as tryptophan, tyrosine, phenylalanines are biosynthesized. In addition, certain vitamins also produced and certain metabolites also produced by this pathway. So if this pathway is blocked, ultimately the plants have to die. So the key enzyme glyphosate will target the EPSPS and completely destroy it. So the SICMATE pathway is absent when we spray the glyphosate, so the plant death will occur. So our aim is we have to save our plant and we have to kill the weeds. For that purpose, we genetically engineered our crop plants in a way that express a recombinant protein that can inactivate the glyphosate, or we express a protein that will produce alternate EPSPS that can stable against the glyphosate. So these two approaches are used so that the glyphosate effect will be minimized, and only in the crop plants the glyphosate become inactive and continuously aromatic amino acid and essential biosynthesis production will take place, whereas in the weeds this mechanism is absent, so all the weeds will be died or crop plants are safe. In addition to glyphosate, another common herbicide is glufosinate, also known as phosphinothrycin or ammonia salt. And GM approaches are established to develop the tolerant crops against this herbicide. The glufosinate contains the active ingredient phosphinothrycin, which kills plants by blocking the enzyme responsible for nitrogen metabolism, and detoxifying ammonia, a byproduct of the plant metabolism. The crops modified to tolerate glufosinate contains a bacterial gene that produces the enzyme that detoxifies the phosphinothrycin. The examples are phosphinothrycin acetyltransferase, known as PAD gene, isolated from Streptomyces hygroscopicus, and bilophos resistant gene or BAR gene, isolated from Streptomyces viridochromogene. These two genes provide or confirm resistance against the glufosinate. So the transgenic plants expressing any one of these protein can survive, whereas the weeds will die. Some other GM methods also developed for various herbicides. The strategies are producing a new protein, detoxify the herbicide, and modifying the herbicide target proteins so that it will not affect by the herbicide, and producing a physical or physiological barriers preventing the entry of the herbicide inside the plant. So the safety aspects, we have to consider the toxicity or allergenicity of the recombinant protein expression and the effects on the plants, and persistence of the recombinant protein have to be considered. Some of the key herbicides and its herbicide tolerant genes have been listed. For glyphosate, EPSPS gene isolated from Petunia will produce the protein not affected by glyphosate, and a mutant EPSPS named ROA is isolated from Salmonella. Code protein 4 or CP4 gene, code for EPSPS in Agrobacterium, and glyphosate detoxifying oxidoreductase enzyme gene is identified in Achromobacter. And for phosphinothrycin, BAR gene is isolated in Streptomyces hygroscopicus, and PAD gene is isolated in Streptomyces viridochromogene. And for sulfonylurease herbicide, CSR1-1 gene is identified in Arabidopsis thaliana, SERP gene is identified in tobacco. For imidazolinone, IMR gene from Arabidopsis thaliana showing resistance, and for atrazine, ESBA, a mutant gene identified from Solanum nigrum, and for bromoxynil, PXN gene from Klebsiella shows resistance. So the advantages of herbicide tolerant crops and weed control and flexibility. So only at the time of possible when weeds are beyond the tolerant limit we can spray, and this can reduce the number of herbicide spray in this field, and it can reduce the fuel use related to machine and operation equipments, and it reduces the soil compaction since minimal need of the people or machines enter inside the land, and it causes low toxicity compounds which do not remain active in the soil. Ability to use no-till or conservation till systems with consequent benefits to the soil structure and organisms. Thank you.